Let's take out our Italian titties and go shred. I also want to talk to you guys about foot placement for bonks or bollies, because that has really been a game changer. For those of you who have been following the channel for quite a while know that I have been in Italy for Float Italia, and I met a bunch of really cool people there, and one of them was PJ, one of the organizers of the event, and he also has a company called Bonkers, and he had some really interesting products, and he was so kind to send me a surprise package after the event. And up until now I haven't opened it yet, so today is the day. Let's dive into this package and see what PJ has got us. I'm really curious. Thanks, by the way, PJ, for hooking us up with some of these. Oh, I'm curious. All right. Here we have a bag with the Bonker stickers on there. Bonkers. Whoa! There's another surprise in here. Gotta bonk 'em all. This is really cool. Thanks, PJ, for sending me a set of rail guards. That will go really nice on my new setup, which I haven't told you guys about, but things are happening here. So, nothing more in the box. Let's see what's in here. I can already feel something heavy. We are all bonkers. Bam. Bonker stickers. And a note, personal note. I always love these personal notes. Hey Vinny, thank you for spreading the stoke of OneWheel across Europe. A genius shredder like you deserve the best bunkers out there. So get out and bonk 'em all. We are all bunkers. PJ. This is gonna come in so handy. I've been waiting to get my hands on one of these, but I didn't find them in Europe. Thanks to PJ, I now know they are available here in Europe and we can test them out. As you can see, they are pretty robust, flexible, and very durable. I didn't get a chance to test them in Italia because there were lots of things going on there, so this is my chance. Oh, this sticks very well. As you can see, there's like a hollow part in the bottom, and that sucks it to the ground, which is genius. That's how these things stick to the floor. I'm really curious how it holds up in dirt, but like on these surfaces, whoa, my light just went down. I'm too enthusiastic. Let's get that light back in here. As you can see, we are all bonkers. Let's go and test this before I destroy anything here in the studio. So heyo, let's go. Woo! I just arrived at Joselito's place. I want to do some updates on my OneWheel. It's a long-awaited update. I finally found a cush pad here in Europe. I also got my own bang bumpers. I got to use those from Goes for a while, but now I can finally install mine, which is cool because then I kind of have the setup that I always wanted to go cruising in the trails. Alright, so we have a fresh new foot pad, the cush low, and on the other side, let's flip this one up. Whoop. We have the cowabungas, the little cow spots, which goes perfectly together with this setup. And this should mean that I have fresh bumpers to slide and I get much more locked in because of the cush. Looking forward to go shred this thing. So let's take out our Italian titties and go shred. How cool is this? It looks like a brand new OneWheel, and on the bottom we have our cowabungas. So ayo, let's go. I can immediately feel that the new grip is doing a great job. No more slipping, and the back foot pad is even locking me in more because it has the concave and it also goes up at the end a little bit, which also, yeah, with the W's feels very locked in and very safe, stable. I have a lot of control now. So let's see what it gives, and let's see if we can find some gaps to bonk. Apparently the gap that we have in mind is now totally filled up with dirt. There was a cool gap right here that we could build up from small to big, but currently that seems to be non-negotiable. So let's ride around here. We have this very cool building out here which looks like a factory, so there's mostly spots in these kind of environments. So let's have a look, see what we can find. Right, Goose went for it. Now it's my time. Yep. Okay, we found a little drop where we could put some of the toddies. All right, let's see if we can hump a little higher with these things off the gap. It feels kind of weird to land on a loose underground or surface like this, but that makes the challenge a little bit bigger. And then we even have a bigger titty. Alright, shall we take the big one?
Shall we try this one?
Okay. Before we go to the big one, Goose is gonna experiment with the smaller one. So we stacked it on top of this. And it stays in place. Shabam!
No problem.
Okay, that went well. Let's compare this to this one. Let's check the volume on this yellow titty. You really have to have a good balance between pushing the nose down and not pushing it too far, otherwise your nose is gonna go into the ground because you come from pretty far or from pretty high up. So let's do it again. One thing I also noticed is that you have to ride pretty straight up, otherwise you have the risk that your board will just tumble around. So always try to hit it as straight as possible with that tire. Really smooth. Nice! Alright, that felt really smooth. Notice that I got a lot of air time. I landed the board pretty flat dead on, which is not that easy in this loose gravel stones. So definitely a good option to have this in your arsenal. You can just take it along in your backpack. The smaller one even goes into your pocket. It even fits into the hat, as you can see. So really handy to have this as an additional tool to get some more air time. And I also want to talk to you guys about foot placement for bonks or bollies, because that has really been a game changer. Being able to get a good foot placement is critical to having that good old bonk style. So I'll show you what I do for foot placement, which really helps. I have my board in the mission settings with the WTFs varials, which has a low nose. So it scrapes rather easily. Foot placement, let me get the camera in between my legs. So in the front, I always put my toe like in the middle, because this is my pressure point, and this is where I'm gonna push the one wheel down. So I want this to be in the middle, so that the one wheel stays leveled when I push it down on the bollie or the bonk. And then in the back, I slightly lean my toes over the edge to keep the control on the edge. That really helps because my heel is way back there, and I keep it all the way in the middle of my fresh new cush pad. Sketchy construction. Ah.